gentle shadow, I can't resist. The coffee's cold, the room is still, but I feel you here, I always will. Eternal echoes in my heart, keeping us from falling apart. Though the world moves on so fast, your love is the only thing that'll last. Time may fade, the colors of the day, but the sound of you will never go away. Eternal echoes in my heart, keeping us from falling apart. Though the world moves on so fast, your love is the only thing that'll last. Echoing, still echoing in my heart forever.
The clock strikes 12, the city falls to sleep. But there are secrets that my spirit keeps. Shadows dancing on the bedroom wall, waiting for the midnight just to call. The rain is tapping on the window pane, a slow and steady rhythm to ease the pain. I pour a drink and watch the bubbles rise beneath the vast and lonely velvet skies. And in the quiet I can hear the sound of every memory that's still around. Midnight whispers in the dark, igniting just a tiny spark in the silence of the velvet night. Everything feels finally right. Echoes of a love we used to know, moving with the river's steady flow. Your ghost is sitting in the empty chair. I feel the scent of jasmine in don't need words to tell the story now. The universe is making its final bow. The neon lights are blurring through the glass, watching all the lonely hours pass. Hold on to the starlight before it fades away. Wait for the dawning of another great day. But here in the shadow, time is standing still. It always has been, and it always will. Midnight whispers in the dark, igniting just a tiny spark. In the silence of the velvet night, everything feels finally right. Echoes of a love we used to know, whispering, just whispering. Midnight whispers. Stay with me in the dark. I found an old photo in the back of a drawer, of a life and a love that we don't live anymore. Your smile was so bright, it could light up the dark. Before we let go of that very first spark, now the dust is settled on the things we once said, and I'm walking through hallways of ghosts in my head. The coffee is bitter, the morning is gray. I'm watching the colors just bleeding away. Fading shadows on the wooden floor, watching you walk through that heavy door. Step by step, you're drifting out of sight into the cold and the lonely night. But the shadows of us, they refuse to go, moving so steady and moving so slow. The scent of your perfume still lingers on the glass. I'm counting the seconds and watching them pass. I reach for the space where you used to belong, But all that is left is the ghost of a song. The silence is louder than the words we once spoke. A beautiful promise that we finally broke. Maybe we were just a season, a moment in time, a mountain we both were too tired to climb. But I'd do it all over, the joy and the pain, just to hear you call out my name once again. Fading shadows on the wooden floor, watching you walk through that heavy door. Step by step, you're drifting out of sight into the cold and the lonely night. Fading away, shadows of you. Fading away, shadows of us. One last drop upon the glass, watching all the seasons pass. It's the tear I never shed for all the words we left unsaid. I reach for you in the pouring rain, but only find the ghost of pain. The last raindrop, let it fall, washing out the pain of it all. When the sky turns blue again, I'll find a way to let it end. Floating in a sea of gray, since you went away. The streets are empty, the lights are low, nowhere left for me to go. Every puddle holds your face in this cold and lonely place. I'm drowning in the memories, like the falling of the leaves. Let the thunder hide my cry underneath the broken sky. I'm letting go, I'm letting go. let it end.
Don't wake me up, not just yet. This is a vision I can't forget. Your hand in mine, so warm and real. It's the only way I want to feel. The fog is rolling across the floor as I catch your shadow by the door. We're floating in a silver haze, lost inside this midnight maze. The world outside is fading fast, building a moment meant to last. Stay like a dream, don't fade away. Give me just one more hour to stay before the sun breaks through the glass and lets this magic moment pass. Stay like a dream, forever mine, caught in a loop of frozen time. I see the starlight in your eyes, reflecting all the quiet sighs. The walls are melting into the sky. I don't even have to wonder why. For in this breath, in this silent beat, the universe is finally complete. Oh, let the morning wait outside. Nowhere for the light to hide. I'm sinking deep, I'm flying high underneath the purple sky. Stay, stay like a dream, don't fade away. Give me just one more hour to stay before the sun breaks through the glass and lets this magic moment pass. Just a dream, don't wake me. Stay like a dream.
Steam is rising from the porcelain white against the neon of a watching people blurring through the glass, in a hurry for the hours to pass. The rain has stopped but the streets are wet, a silver mirror for a sun that's set. I take a sip and let the warmth take hold, in a city that can feel so cold. And in the steam I see your face again, a ghost of us within the pouring rain. City lights and a cup of coffee, the only world that's left for me. Between the shadows and the golden glow, I'm watching everything moving slow. Bitter beans and a sweeter memory, the perfect blend of what we used to be. Your name upon the foggy pane, then watch it disappear like summer rain. The clock is ticking on the cafe wall, waiting for a ghost who never called. But there's a comfort in the jazz and blue, a way of being without you. The city never sleeps, but I'm awake, counting every single heartfelt mistake. City lights and a cup of coffee, the only word that's left for me. Between the shadows and the golden glow, I'm watching everything moving slow, moving slow. Just me and my coffee. City lights and you. Steam is rising from the porcelain white. The wooden bench is peeling in the sun, where we used to wait until the day was done. I see our names carved deep into the bark of the old oak tree before it gets too dark. The wind is blowing through the empty square, I still can feel your spirit lingering there. Whispers of the old street in my ear, calling out the names I long to hear, before the city lights begin to glow and tell me everything I used to know. The echoes of our laughter in the air, a ghost of us that's always standing there. past the shop where we bought that silver ring, I can almost hear the choir start to sing. 1,000 memories in every single step, promises we made and secrets that we kept. Now the sunset's bleeding into purple hues, the perfect canvas for these old and lonely blues. Oh, take me back to the start of it all, before the winter came, before the leaves did fall. Whispers of the old street in my ear, calling out the names I long to hear, before the city lights begin to glow, and tell me everything I used to know. Still whispering, the old street knows, waiting for you in the shadow. The sky is heavy, dressed in shades of blue. I'm walking down the paths we once knew. Every raindrop is a story told in a language that is getting old. I watch the ripples in the dark, cold street, waiting for a heart that used to beat. The umbrella feels so heavy in my hand, in this lonely, watercolored land. And in the thunder, I can hear your name. Nothing's ever gonna be the same. Echoes of the rain falling on my soul, trying to find the pieces to make me whole, washing out the traces of the life we led, for all the words we never ever said. Echoes of the rain keep on pouring down in this gray and lonely, silent town. I see your shadow in the neon glow, moving in a way I used to know. But it's just the water trickling down the glass, watching all the lonely hours pass. The scent of wet pavement fills the air. A ghost of us is standing everywhere. Let the water wash the pain away. I can't find the words I meant to say. I'm drowning in the memory of you, in the shadows of the morning dew. Echoes of the rain falling on my soul, trying to find the pieces to make me whole, washing out the traces of the life we led, for all the words we never ever said, echoing in the rain, still calling your name. I found a piece of paper yellowed by the sun, remembering the races that we used to run. I folded up my worries, I folded up my fears, to fly across the ocean of all these passing years. We threw them from the rooftop into the summer sky. Paper plane dreams flying in the light, before the day was over, before the lonely night. We watched them sail away to a land we'll never know, where the golden hours stay and the gentle rivers flow. Now I'm standing on the rooftop, older and alone, in a city made of iron, in a city made of stone. I tried to fold a message, I tried to send it through, but the wind has changed its direction, and I can't get back to you. Oh, take me back to the wind, take me back to the blue, where every single promise felt so bright and true. so far away, my paper plane, my childhood dream. The windshield wipers hum a lonely song, driving down the streets where we belong. The neon signs are bleeding in the glass, watching all the ghosts of summer pass. I pull over to the side of the road, feeling the weight of this heavy load. The radio is playing something low, a melody from a life I used to know. And every drop that hits the metal frame is whispering your long forgotten name. Neon rainfall and 1,000 memories floating on the cold and midnight breeze, washing out the colors of the day while the world just slowly fades away. Everything is blurring in my sight underneath the electric purple light. I see your reflection in the rearview glass, counting every second as the hours pass. I try to drive away from what we were, but every street is just a silver blur. The city is a forest made of light, keeping me awake throughout the night. I'm searching for a road that leads to you in the shadows of the morning dew. Let the rain come down and hide my tears, and let it wash away the lonely wasted years. I'm finding my way in the neon gray. Neon rainfall and 1,000 memories floating on the cold and midnight breeze, washing out the colors of the day while the world just slowly fades away. In the neon light, only memories. Neon rainfall and you. moon is hanging like a silver hook in a sky that's written like an open book. I'm reading lines of love and lines of loss, counting up the heavy and the bitter cost. The city lights are just a distant hum, waiting for the morning light to come. I wrap the darkness round me like a veil on this lonely and this silent trail. And in the blue I find a peace of mind, leaving all the broken days behind. Velvet night blues wrapping round my heart, right from the finish back to the start. Smooth as the whiskey, dark as the wine, wishing for a moment that was only mine. Everything is quiet, everything is still. If I don't move, I know I never will. I see a shadow on the velvet floor, dancing by the memory of an open door. We used to laugh until the stars went dim, before the cup was filled up to the brim. Now the silence is the only friend I know, moving through the shadows, moving slow. Till the very last of us is gone. In the blue, in the deep velvet night blues, wrapping round my heart, right from the finish back to the start. Smooth as the whiskey, dark as the wine, wishing for a moment that was only mine. Velvet night, so smooth, just the blues and me. the same dark track, looking forward, never looking back. So close together, yet so far apart, walking to the rhythm of a different heart. I see a shadow in the window of the train, racing through the darkness in the pouring rain. Two different souls on a one-way flight into the belly of the silver night. And though we're reaching out, we can't touch. Maybe we were asking for way too much. Parallel lines we never can meet, walking the same old soulless street, side by side, but worlds away, waiting for the light of a different day. Always together, always alone, in a universe we never know. The steel is cold and the wheels are loud, moving through the shadows of a lonely cloud. I write your name in the dust on the glass, watching all the empty stations pass. We're locked in a rhythm we can't escape. Two different ghosts in a human shape. Break the line, let the tracks collide. Nowhere left for the heart to hide. I'm screaming into the hollow wind, searching for where we both began. Parallel lines we never can meet, walking the same old soulless street, side by side, but worlds away, waiting for the light of a different day. Ever meeting, always close. Parallel lines to the end. I caught a scent of jasmine in the air, and for a second I thought you were there. touch, a ghost of a perfume lingering inside this empty room. The coffee cup is cold against my hand. In this lonely water-colored land, I'm tracing every line upon the floor, wishing you would walk through that old door. The scent is fading as the night grows old, a story that will never more be told. The scent of memory, bittersweet and deep, waking up the secrets I try to keep. It pulls me back to a time and a place when I could still see the light on your face. Everything is quiet, everything is still. If I don't move, I know I never will. I close my eyes and breathe the silence in, wondering just where we should begin. But the fragrance is a whisper on the wind, a beautiful mistake that never sinned. Now the shadows are the only thing I see, moving through the heart of lonely me. Don't fade away, don't let the perfume die underneath the vast and velvet sky. I'm holding on, I'm holding on to you. The scent of memory, bittersweet and deep, waking up the secrets I try to keep. Everything is quiet, everything is still. If I don't move, I know I never will. Still lingering, the scent of you. The sun is sinking low behind the hill. The world is quiet and the wind is still. I've walked 1,000 miles upon this road, carrying the weight of a heavy load. But now I see the light begin to break across the choices that I had to make. Every tear I've cried has turned to gold in a story that is finally being told. And I'm rising up from the dust and the clay, walking into the light of a brand new day. Beyond the horizon, where the sky is blue, I'm finding a way to get back to you. Through the fire and through the driving rain, I'm leaving behind all the lonely pain. A beautiful ending, a brand new start, with a song of hope inside my weary heart. Shadows stretch across the empty plain, but I don't feel the cold or the lonely rain. I'm looking forward to the silver line, knowing that the world is finally mine. No more running, no more running, no more hide and seek. I found the strength that I was once too weak to hold inside this hollow, broken chest. But now my spirit is finally at rest. I'm flying high, I'm breaking free to the person I was always meant to be. The light is here, the night is gone. I'm moving on, beyond the horizon, where the sky is blue. I'm finding a way to get back to you. Through the fire and through the driving rain, I'm leaving behind all the lonely pain. Over the horizon, I'm going home, finally the candle's flickering, the ink is dry. Underneath the vast and starlit sky, I've written every word I've sung every line, tracing the map of this life of mine. The mountains were high, the valleys were deep, and many were the promises I had to keep. But now the road is ending right here, in the golden glow of a fading year. And I'm not afraid of the coming night, for I've seen the beauty of the morning light. This is the last page, the end of the song, where the weak are made right and the broken made strong. We're closing the book on the ghosts of the past, finding a peace that was meant to last. A beautiful finish, a glorious day, as the shadows of winter all melt away. Oh, I look at the horizon, so wide and so free, knowing there's more than what I can see. The story continues beyond the last word, in the song of the wind that has never been heard. I'm leaving the echoes, I'm leaving the pain, to walk in the sunlight, to walk in the rain, with a heart that is open, with a spirit that's bold, turning the copper into the gold. Let the music rise, let the heavens hear. I've conquered the doubt, I've conquered the fear. The journey is over, the journey begins, where the light of the soul finally wins. This is the last page, the end of the song, where the weak are made right and the broken made strong. We're closing the book on the ghosts of the past, finding a peace that was meant to last. The last page, turning the leaf, it's time to begin again. Just begin